I have to get rid of a club. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 clubs. And one's got to go because I really love this 7 wood that I've been playing with. Can I keep it in the bag? I really want to, but I really want to keep all my clubs in the bag. What do we do? And I think a lot of people are going to face that dilemma because there's a lot of 7 wood potential out there and 9 woods when that day comes. But for now, it's 7 wood. This thing's so lovely. I might not be able to keep it. Everybody has a driver. Maybe. You probably should, but maybe you shouldn't. But most people have a driver. So that stays in. Most people also like a 3 wood. I have a 5 wood. I love a 5 wood. It's one of the easiest clubs in the bag to hit. That's why I started thinking about a 7 wood, because I was like, if this is so easy to hit, this is gonna be even easier to hit. Maybe. So here's what my 5 wood does. And just kind of apply the numbers for you. Don't take all the numbers for what you should get. It's just everybody's different. We got range balls, foresight, quad max. So it's not gonna be perfect numbers because we're hitting range balls, but it'll be close enough. You get the idea. Whew, I like that. Nice, pretty good high draw. And I carry it 226 yards. So I get about 226 yards carry with this. 220, 225, because that's kind of my number. 5 wood, all right. What does a 7 wood get me? Let's do the gapping together. This one is Cobra, Dark Speed. I love this guy. I've got a nice Ventus TR7S shaft in here. 21 degrees of loft on this bad boy. I tell you, I love looking at a small head, smaller with a lot of loft on it. It just gives me a lot of confidence out on the golf course. Now that looks like twice as high as my 5 wood. I mean, we're coming in steep on that bad boy. 203 yards of carry with a 16 degree, 17 degree launch angle. That's exactly what I want. I said that 5 wood was the easiest club in the world to hit. This has surpassed that. This is even easier to hit. So I really like that. But at 200 yards, 203, that's a great number for me. I might hit that little round thing. 207. 207, I love that. Okay, so I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, I like the 225 number for my 5 wood, and I like that 205 number. That's great gapping with my longer clubs, but this is very similar to the 4 iron. So do we remove the 4 iron? That's the big question. Here's why I love a long iron. If you can hit them, you can hit them low. Sometimes you can hit them high, and you can work it left, right, draws, fades, do whatever you want. That's why I typically keep a 4 iron in the bag, but if I have that 7 wood and they go the same distance, would I remove it? First, let's see if it's true I get the same carry distance. 4 iron here. Okay, that was a little miss hit. It went 190, so that's no good. That's 2 miss hits in a row with that 4 iron. So already you're looking at that thinking, this thing's out of the bag. But I've already solved this problem of the miss hits with these long irons. See, that's why I got this thing. The kind of hybrid looking driving iron 4 iron. Let's see what this does. If I get 205 with that 7 wood and I go straight to a 5 iron, if we end up removing a 4 iron, is that too big a gap? So maybe we keep the 7 wood, keep the 4 wood, keep the 5 iron, and take something out somewhere else. We gotta know, because we gotta be able to hit these different numbers. Now that looked like my 7 wood, to be honest with you. It was nice high. I love these driving irons, but that went 193. Interesting. Well, now we're in a kind of a little pickle here. I mean 190 again. So I got a 190 club, nice and high. So that's perfect. I've got that 205 club, even higher with that 7 wood. That's beautiful. I got the 5 wood for longer, 226. Well, now I'm starting to think, okay, do I lose the 3 wood? What do you think? Let's try that. So now we're down to this. I never thought I would actually be removing a 3 wood from the bag. We don't know yet. Maybe we need to remove one of our wedges if this goes where we need it to go. What do you guys think so far? That was a great shot. That was 240 in the air. So what do you guys think? We got a 240 in the air. We're keeping our driver. We got 240, we got 225, we got 205, and we got 190. So we know, well, we're losing this 4-iron from the set. You can see why I love this so much versus the standard ones that come in your set. They're just so much more forgiving, and you get so much more out of them. And if you dial it up with like a nice shaft, it's almost like, you know, supercharging your 4-iron. So for that, I swap it out. We got that number, and that's 4. And then we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, pitching wedge. Got to have a gap wedge, sand wedge. I'm not taking my 60 out. Here's what's interesting that people should know. If you improve by 10% in your short game, you're going to save 4 to 5 shots per round. Did you know that? True statistic. So I'm keeping all my weapons for short game abilities. You should too. And practice that area of the game. If you improve 10% better in the long game, you save maybe a half a shot per round. So what does that equal? That equals we don't remove a short club. We need those. So like if I improve 10% of my driver, it goes just more in the fairway. Okay. 10% more closer to the fairway. No. So rarely do I need 240 carry versus 225 carry. It's 15 yards. I can make up the scoring differential by leaps and bounds with short clubs. Therefore, we are going to remove the 3 wood from the bag. It hurts my heart. I love that club. But I'm going driver, 5 wood, and 7 wood for the one reason, well, there's 2 reasons. One, 10% rule. We're going to improve more in the short game, save more strokes. But also this, when I want to swing harder, faster, I want to get more out of it, I'm going to have less disaster with shorter clubs, 7 wood, 5 wood, than I am with 3 wood. So if you do want a little bit more out of your 5 wood or even your 7 wood, you can make some adjustments on here to, you know, increase or decrease loft. So for that, it gives it another, let's say, bonus points. Zoom in on that. I got 223 out of it. And what if you need that 240? Give it extra with your 5. If you absolutely have to, or you feel like you want to go for something, this is going to be the safer play. Well, we got 233, so I'll take that with the 5 wood. So should you have a 7 wood in your bag? The answer is, heck yes. Good luck. Hope it helps. Love you guys. 7 wood to the moon. See you next time.